I believe when we get to the end of 2021 that the Tesla Model Y will be Tesla's best-selling vehicle by a large margin, and here are some reasons why. I'm Jonathan, and welcome to Cleaner Watt. Yesterday, Tesla made available a rear-wheel drive standard range version of the Model Y, available for just around $42,000. This is $8,000 less than the long-range all-wheel drive variant that was available before. This standard range version has 244 miles of EPA estimated range and still offers pretty decent performance. With this new lower priced Model Y, this opens up a whole new market for customers who couldn't quite afford the long range version for around $50,000, or they didn't want to pay that much for an SUV and now they feel better about paying $42,000 for an SUV. On top of that, at the same time, Tesla made available orders for the 7-seat version of the Model Y as well. You can now purchase the 7-seat version of the Model Y for an extra $3,000, and according to Tesla, it says estimated delivery in 2 to 5 weeks. The third row will allow seating for 2 people and will fold flat for storage when it's not in use. Teslarati recently put out this article showing some of the first shots of the Model Y third row interior. While there's no doubt that this third row will not be great for large, tall adults, it will be great for families with children. So for those out there with larger families with small children that needed a larger SUV to fit their family but couldn't quite afford the Model X, this new Model Y option opens up a Tesla vehicle that can fit their family. This is going to open up another market segment and allow for Tesla to sell more Model Ys. Another big change that happened to the Model Y that we talked about in a past video is that the Made in China Model Y is now available in China, and with this Made in China Model Y, the price for the vehicle was reduced in China. As you can see, when you compare the old price to the new price for the Made in China Model Y, you can see why this price reduction will increase the demand for the Model Y substantially. Also, as we mentioned, this price reduction also came with an update for the Model Y interior. The Made in China Model Y now comes with a heated steering wheel, the bioweapon defense HEPA filtration, a newly redesigned door panel with wood trim extending onto the door panel, and the new updated center console that is now found in the Model 3 as well. These pricing changes and updates, as we've mentioned, will increase the demand of Tesla's Model Y in China, and according to this Tasmanian article, the orders had already surpassed 100,000 after 10 hours because of this new pricing. Now, so far the focus of this video has been on the product itself, the Model Y, and the improvements and price reductions. Now I'd like to move over to the actual vehicle markets themselves and talk about what kind of huge market there is for a hatchback SUV. When you look at the best-selling vehicles in the United States for 2020 and you exclude trucks, you can see that SUVs sell really well in the United States. Also, as you can see, in the European Union in 2019, the top 5 best-selling vehicles were hatchbacks. And in China, 2 of the top 5 best-selling vehicles were also hatchback SUV-type vehicles. So the reason why this is significant and why it's important to look at these markets, the best-selling vehicles in these markets, is because Tesla is currently building a factory in Berlin, Germany, and they have a factory already pumping out Model 3s and Model Ys in Shanghai, China. There are, of course, many benefits to building a car in the same market where you're selling the vehicle. You don't have to export it, and there's savings there when it comes to cost. But also, this allows Tesla to make a lot more Model Ys and meet the huge demand that there is globally. Another huge side benefit is that they don't have to use Model Y production in the United States for export because that's going to be covered by the Gigafactory in Berlin and, of course, China. This allows Tesla to sell more Model Ys in the United States and meet more of the demand. So I think it's pretty clear that the Model Y will sell extremely well in 2021, But the question now remains, how many Model Ys can they sell and how many vehicles can they sell in 2021? In order to figure this out, we need to first look at Tesla's manufacturing capacity. How many vehicles at 100% operating efficiency can Tesla manufacture in 2021? According to the Q3 2020 investors letter from Tesla, they had an installed capacity over 800,000 vehicles. However, as you can see on this chart, they mentioned that they would be building the Model Y in Shanghai, China, and that's happening right now. Those vehicles are being made. And the Model Y will also be made in the Berlin, Germany Gigafactory and also the Gigafactory in Texas as well. The progress of Tesla's Gigafactory in Berlin is going along very nicely, as you can see from the screenshot from a recent drone video done by Tobias Lind. Also, according to electdrive.com, the Model Y may be produced earlier than assumed in Germany. Quote, while July 2021 had been given as the starting month according to a report by Teslarati, a Dutch reservation holder has now received information from Tesla upon request, according to which he can expect delivery of his German-made Model Y as early as the first or second quarter of 2021. Of course, this is really huge news because the sooner that Tesla can start making Model Ys in Germany, the sooner they can increase the supply to a huge hatchback market in Europe. Also, according to this Electrek article that came out in September of last year, Tesla aims for first completion of Gigafactory Texas in May 2021. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, Gigafactory in Shanghai, they're already, as we sit here in 2021, producing the Model Ys there. So when it comes to estimates for the installed manufacturing capacity for Tesla's Gigafactories in 2021, it looks like to me that they should have installed capacity for Model 3s and Model Ys somewhere around 1.2 million vehicles in 2021. This doesn't necessarily mean that Tesla will build this many vehicles, but it shows that they will have capacity for a very large number of Model 3s and Model Ys in 2021 potentially. When it comes to total sales projections for all of Tesla's vehicles in 2021, I think it's very possible that Tesla could reach 1 million deliveries in 2021, and more than 500,000 of those could be the Model Y alone. Obviously, there's no way to tell the future, and really these projections are just a thought experiment. This is in no way trying to say this is going to happen, but it is very fun to think about just how many Model Ys Tesla will be able to produce in 2021, and just what this means for Tesla's bottom line. So in conclusion, the Tesla Model Y is an amazing electric SUV, and with the new lower price Model Y, plus the 7-seat configuration, made in China updates and lower pricing, plus more production globally, this is going to lead to what I predict to be huge sales of the Model Y in 2021. 2021 should truly be the year of the Tesla Model Y. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something as well. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, if you click the bell icon, you'll be notified when new videos are published. Also, if you did like the video, please consider clicking the like button because that helps other people find the video as well. I also want to take a moment here at the end of the video to thank the Patreon supporters who support me every month and help make this content possible. A special thank you to my performance supporters and also the other supporters listed on the screen. If you'd like to find out more about the Patreon community that I've set up, I'll put a link in the description below. Thank you so much.